In my last example, a was equal to 1, and a is this number in front of x squared, and whenever it's like that, it's pretty easy to factor using the trial and error method. When a is greater than 1, which in this case a is 5, it makes it a little bit tricky. You still want to make sure that everything is equal to 0, and we still want to list out our factors for c. This is if we're doing the trial and error method. There's two different methods. But we're going to try to do this the same way that we did this example when a was 1. Now if I list out my factors for 8, which is 1 times 8, or 2 times 4, somehow these factors still need to add up to 18, okay? But since we have this 5x here, 5x squared, one of the factors, or a combination of factors, is going to have to multiply to give me this 18. So if I say 5x times x, that gives me 5x squared. And since it's prime, since 5 is prime, 5x times something is going to somehow combine to give me 18. So I have to figure out the combination pair that makes this work. If I say 5 times 1, that gives me 5, plus or minus 8, there's no way that that's going to combine to give me 18, because 5 plus 8 is going to be 13, and 5 minus 8 is 3. So I know that's not the correct factor pair. If I say 8 times 5, that's 40. 40 plus or minus 1, there's no way that's going to combine to give me 18, so I know that doesn't work. If I say 5 times 2, that gives me 10, and 10 plus or minus 4, there's no way that that combines to 18, so that won't work. But if I do 5 times 4, that's 20, and 20 plus or minus 2, that combines to 18. Now I want negative 18, so I'm going to make this a negative 4 to make that multiply to give me negative 20. So if I have 5 times 4, negative 4, that gives me negative 20, and then I want to add 2 to that. And so 5x plus 2 times x minus 4 is going to be my factor pair. Now, like I said in the last video, you want to make sure that you check this. And so if I check 5x times x, I get 5x squared. 5x times negative 4 gives me negative 20x. 2 times x gives me 2x. And then 2 times negative 4 is minus 8. And if I combine these two middle terms, I get 5x squared minus 18x minus 8, which is exactly what I started with, so I know without a doubt that I have the right factor pairs. And so if I use the zero product property, I can say 5x plus 2 equals 0, and x minus 4 equals 0, and then I have x equals negative 2/5, and x equals 4, which is going to be my answer to this quadratic equation. Once again, this is solving when a is greater than 1. It's the same as solving when a equals 1, except for you have to find the factor pairs that work when they're multiplied by the factors of a.